My name is Dwan Banks. I go by the stage name of Dwan. I'm the owner and founder of Rapture Records LLC, which is a recording label based in Houston, Texas.
Cool. So tell me about that thing around your head. I'm sure that's the first question for anybody watching this.
Yeah, I'm sure. This thing is what they call a halo, and it is used to hold a bone in place when a person fractures a bone of their neck versus having surgery. They try to do this option first versus having surgery because they don't want to give you surgery, so they do this. So that's why I'm wearing a halo, so I wouldn't have to have surgery.
And how long have you been wearing it?
November the 7th, 2012.
Yeah?
Yes.
And today's what, February the 6th?
February
it's been
the
3
6th,
months.
3 months to this date. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And how did you get into that halo?
That's kind of a long story.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not long, but a puzzling story. It's a mystery. I went out election night. Obama won. It was November the 6th. I totally remember that, going to Knox. And then from there, I came home. Maybe drunk a little bit too much. All I remember is falling. I remember waking up, my neck hurting like crazy, and going to the emergency room maybe 6 hours later, to be honest.
Yeah. So what has this process taught you of being in a halo, would you say?
It's taught me to be humble, to appreciate showers.
Yeah.
Just appreciate being able to hug my child, being able to just enjoy, to drive. There's a lot of things that I can't do for myself that I used to can do.
Yeah.
Trust me, I do everything I can because I don't like depending on other people, but I can't drive regardless if I wanted to. That's like totally not an option.
That's kind of a big deal in Houston.
Yeah, you
driving
can't.
around.
Yeah, drive. Not just that. It's like against. I think it's illegal in some states. I'm not sure if it's illegal here in Texas, but I don't have the motion to move my neck to turn and see, so I can't if I wanted to drive. Like, it'll be totally ludicrous to even try. So
Yeah.
I just appreciate life more. I appreciate small things. Great to be alive. Try to have a different aspect on life, look on life. Just hopefully this will be a year that I could just really exceed and accelerate in life and just do things that God has placed in my heart and become the person that He wants me to be. So it's really caught my attention, so to speak.
Yeah.
It has.
Did you notice that people treat you differently, positively or negatively, when you're in a halo brace like that?
I've run across some people who just have no sense at all. Like, they'll just stop and point. I mean, of course children expect that, but grown-ups, like, I was literally in a store and somebody literally just did this. Like, what happened to you? I'm like, and then just stood there in awe and didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Some people I've noticed when I'm at the grocery store, they try to help as far as carry my, like, where did you park? If they see me by myself, they'll assume, I guess, I'm alone.
Yeah.
So I see that there is kindness still in the world, which I thought really didn't exist. But I see that it really does exist. And then, of course, there's still ignorance in the world as well. But it's been an eye-opener. Definitely eye-opener.
Yeah, and you do rap music, and you have rappers on your label, so I'm kind of in the hip-hop culture, but I'm sure the brace is not really part of the hip-hop look. Have you had to adapt your style as well?
Honestly, Sketch, I haven't done much recording of my own since this accident. I've just been, when it happened, I called my artist and I was like, Trey 9 is one of them, and he's the only one right now that's putting out an album. My other artists were working on mixtape at the time. But he was like, so what do you want to do? You want to just, he was going full throttle at this point in his process as far as his career and his album. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this stop us. I feel like your album is really going to make a difference in the hip-hop culture. I feel like this is something that God wants me to do. God wants you to do. You came back from years of recording. So let's just, you keep it moving. Like, I don't have to record. I'm going to just try to get your album done. And let's just go. And he was like, okay, cool. And out of that came features from Bun B and Pyrex. And so, I mean, it's just amazing. So,
yeah.
As far as me rapping, I'm going to get a single out of this. Trust me, I'm going to turn it into something positive.
This would be your Kanye Through the Wire?
It's going to be my Kanye Through the Wire.
Yeah.
The Halo, baby. Hovering above life obstacles is what it's going to be called.
I was about to ask. I thought I had seen online that you had made an acronym out of it.
I did. It's called Hovering Above Life Obstacles, and I'm going to use that as my inspirational motivation type song, kind of like T.I.'s well, motivation. So I'm not the only person that goes through obstacles. I might be the only person what Halo, but we all go through obstacles and we all try to hover above them. So I'm like, let's get it. 2013, let's go.
Yeah. you mentioned a little bit about your faith. How did that kind of help you through this process?
Oh my God. It kept me sane.
Yeah.
It kept me alive, for one. It kept me moving. It kept me with a smile on my face. It kept me grateful. You know, I mean, a lot of people say, and I think it took some people a while to really realize the magnitude of my injury. Like, some people like, wow, I don't know how you could do it. Like, I would probably be somewhere just deeply depressed. But I just feel like I'm alive. I have a lot to be grateful for, regardless of, you know, the way I have to live, the inconveniences in life. But I feel like everybody has inconvenience in life at one point in time, and I feel like it's just another stepping stone to get me to where I'm trying to go. So I'm like, bring it on, Satan. This all you got, you know. You keep trying to take me out, but I'm still standing.
Yeah.
So I just look at it as like there is something really big in my future, because I keep going through major things. It's nothing small. It's always something life-changing. So I guess I'm very grateful. I'm not going to say I guess. I am grateful. And I know the Lord is trying to tell me something, whatever it is. I'm kind of getting it, you know, but I for sure know that there is something big in my future. So watch out, world, because here I come.
Yeah. And have you made any changes to your lifestyle since then that you're going to carry on even after the H.A.L.O's gone? I know Obama, there's term limits, so he's not going to be reelected again for you to go to another Obama
so I
party.
probably shouldn't fall again, huh? I believe so, Sketch.
Yeah.
I'm just going to learn how to be more humble, of course, and I can't tell you how soon I can't wait to get this off, which is tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy my life. Like,
Yeah.
I seem like I've just been stuck in like this shell, like I don't do anything. I want to see the world. It just makes me, you know how people have a bucket list? It just makes me realize that bucket list might need to hurry up and start getting some stuff scratched off, because you really never know when your turn is, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a death experience for me, like a wake-up call, like, girl, you're not gonna keep getting, you know, all these chances. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hold grudges. That's like one of my biggest things. I'm just like, I'm not putting that much energy into people who's caused me harm, or I hope whoever I've caused harm, like, to forgive me, because I'm just not on that page. I'm just trying to have a good life, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids have a good life, and just try to build Rapture Records, you know, so we all can eat and we all can be a blessing to others, pretty much.
Yeah. Are there any benefits or positives to wearing a halo?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. You know what? I think so, because I think by me wearing this, it's made me want to live. I think I'm only 30. In my 30s, I'm not going to tell you I'm real, you know. I'm in my 30s, and I feel like the way I was living prior was like I was in my 60s or 70s. Not saying that all 60 and 70-year-olds don't live, but I felt like I wasn't living. I felt like I was just going through life like a routine, and life shouldn't be a routine. Life should be just spontaneous. I mean, of course, you have bills, you have schedules, you have obligations, but you still should have spur of the moment things. It's life, like. So I'm just ready to just get in my truck and drive to the beach, or go to the park, or just do stuff, just on the wind. So I think I'm gonna be hard to catch up with this year. I think
So what's the first thing you're going to do when the H.A.L.O comes off?
Take a shower.
Yeah. You just had to bathe so far, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this much of water, because, you know, can't get the top wet.
Yeah.
No complaints. As long as I can get clean, I'm okay. But definitely a shower is going to be one of the first things that I do. I'm going to appreciate that so much. Like, my water is going to be cold as long as I'm going to be in the shower.
Yeah. And how long will the procedure take? Is it a long thing, or just popping some of the screws?
Sure.
Or?
From what they explained to me, it should take no more than 20 to 30 minutes. They just have to unscrew. I have 4 screws, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. So they just supposedly have to unscrew, take the vest off, and I guess I have to wear a brace, like a neck brace, for like a couple of days. They said, depending on how long it takes my neck muscles to heal. So I'm not sure. I don't know what it's going to feel like. They said it shouldn't hurt, but putting it on, of course, I was wide awake, so that's a totally different story. So hopefully taking it off will be much better.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Either way, I'm ready, so bring it on.
Yeah. Any last words for the H.A.L.O experience and what you were expecting or planning with it?
I could just say to anybody out there who's going through any obstacles in life, whether financial, whether it be spiritual, whether it be relationships. Look at me. I mean, just use me as example. Use me to draw strength from. I mean, this is not the easiest thing in the world to live with, but I did it. So I'm just saying, if I can do it, you can do it. Just put your faith in God and just put Him first, and He'll bring you through. So just think about that. Hovering above life obstacles, H.A.L.O.
Cool. And where can people find you online?
You can find me www.rapturerecords.com is the official website for my label. I'm on Twitter at Dwan _1_ Rapture. Instagram at Dwan Rapture as well. And I'm on Facebook, Dwan Baker.